Hello, and welcome to the Rock and Roll Podcast. I'm your host, John Harris, and today on Rock and Roll Podcast, we have All Wasted, and they have a new album. Well, hello.
Hi.
They have a new album called Burn With Me, which was released on June 4th via Wormhole Death Records. And right now I'm being joined by the important members of the band, and they are going to be sharing some information about this record and what they've got going on. So, boys, welcome to the show. Absolutely great to have you on. Now, I guess my first big honkin' question is this album, Burn With Me. Take us through this record. What is this record about? What did you guys set out to create?
Well, it all started with an old band that I was a member of. It was some of the material was supposed to be the follow-up record for that band. That band broke up. We found new friends and started working from there. Yeah, pretty much. So there was no real plan about the record.
No, I was supposed to join you guys, and then we thought it sounded so different, so we decided to make a new band.
When you say it sounded different, I'm guessing in a good way because you're sitting here for the interview. Hopefully, what was different about it? Different than a band that you were in at the time, or just different in general?
I would say probably the vocals.
Yeah, that was the biggest difference, for sure. You're much more death metal.
Yeah.
So it would be hard to do a follow-up with your vocals.
Yeah. Silly question then. Was the vocals a good thing? Was it a bad thing? It's kind of a weird question to say the vocals were a bad thing, right? But
I think it's a good thing.
That was the first thing that came up was, well, the vocals were different. Okay.
Yeah.
Poor vocalist sitting there. Oh, man. Groovy. Okay, so he had some original material from a previous outfit, found some new friends, and they went, this is different in a good way. And you guys wrote the album. So were all, improper grammar, I apologize, were all 13 tracks from this original project, or was it just a handful?
No, only maybe 3 or 4 songs in the beginning. And we actually rewrote most of them as well. It doesn't sound like the old project at all.
Okay. How did you guys rewrite them? Was it because of the vocals?
Yeah, and the songs started also to feel a bit old for me and the drummer then. So we wanted to make them a little bit heavier and faster.
There were no vocals in it from the beginning, so...
no, exactly. We wanted it to fit your vocals.
Okay. Because, that's usually a thing, right? I mean, you write a project, there's only so far you can really go until you know what the vocals sound like, if it's obviously a vocal, driven band or whatever. So once the vocals were in, did you guys then go back and maybe rewrite some things because they didn't make sense, or did everything just kind of fall in place?
Now we like in all our songs, we usually, me and the other guitar player, we usually write most of it. Then we start to put it together with some bass and drums, and at last you put on some vocals. Usually we need to make some minor changes or rewrite some parts of it to make it fit.
Very cool. I just realized, maybe it's partially the accent. Are you guys in Sweden? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
You in the middle with the baseball cap, the incredibly good-looking young man that you are. Your accent actually reminds me of Bjorn from In Flames.
Oh yeah. Well, we are in Gothenburg. So
okay, is there a Gothenburg accent?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, what is characterized of a Gothenburg accent? Is it because of all the rain?
I think you have to answer this one.
I don't know, the beer maybe.
Yeah, probably.
What's the beer of choice? Is it Falcon?
Yeah,
Prips.
Prips,
Okay.
Prips Blå.
But it's from Gothenburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this artwork is really quite graphic. Speaking of somebody screaming, what is going on this album cover? What is happening to this person, or has happened? Because it looks like we're in the middle of an aftermath situation.
Yeah, that's true. It's like a burning forest with a dying man
Yeah.
with a secret message on his
There's a
forehead.
secret message on his forehead. I'm going to look now. Oh, no, it's in Latin. Okay, here we go. Internet.
It's really a poor translation, though.
Meaning in English. Oh, okay. Well, according to where I found, it means bold, daring, or reckless. So is that why he's in? No?
No,
Not
Okay.
Not exactly. I don't know.
what to say, but
I think you should do some more
Okay,
Google Translate
I'm
on it.
gonna do some more rooster, and then it became a pun of French because of the Gaulish people. I think I'm going further down the rabbit hole in the wrong direction.
More about the rooster. It's there's another name for a rooster also.
Yeah.
Another one.
Okay.
Rooster.
So the guy was
Maybe.
at a chicken coop, and he lit the chicken coop on fire, and then he's got chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
You
I'm
got
getting it
it.
now. I actually just had some fried chicken. So my son's birthday, he turned 7, and for his birthday, he wanted me to make him a chocolate cake. So I did. And then he wanted fried chicken, oddly enough. And I wasn't going to judge it. It's his birthday. So we went and we got fried chicken. And I just, before this interview, because the last interview didn't show up. So screw them. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like you. You guys showed up, which is fantastic. And yeah, showing up is
yeah, for sure.
99% of the work, baby. Otherwise, it's all wasted. And then, yeah, so I just ate chicken. So now we're talking about chicken. So this is fantastic. What is the secret? I mean, obviously it's a secret. Can we chat about the secret meaning? What does a rooster have to do with the album?
Nothing at all, actually. It's more about an old Swedish artist who's dead today.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He wrote a lot of dirty lyrics and songs, and he had a saying that we usually say.
Yeah, we use it in the
All the
band,
time.
and we
Yeah.
kind of wanted to celebrate him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. I typed in Swedish rooster artist, and I just got a whole bunch of like wooden chicken designs.
Yeah.
Not going where I wanted it to go. But there are 3 tracks that have been released and have YouTube videos for them. And those will be available in today's show notes. So if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, on the website, rockmetalpodcast.ca, or you're watching on YouTube, where you can see how incredibly good looking these young men are. And how we have the bookends of the 2 official styles of metal. You either have hair down to your ass or you're completely bald. Yeah, those are the rules
Exactly.
ever since Slayer invented them. Fading Out of Line, Passion of Crime, and This Means War. Now, since there's 3 of you, I guess the question is, which one is your favorite and why?
I can start.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Burn with me.
Sorry?
But that's not
That's
one
not
of
the
them.
song, yes,
of
no.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
singles.
From this one's towards the end, I think.
No, the video.
Yeah, the
videos.
singles that were released, Fading
The
Out of Line,
videos.
Passion of Crime, and This Means War. Now, granted, if there is a song that is your favorite that isn't one of those singles, then that is also an interesting conversation. Because your favorite children didn't go up to bat.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I like playing the song "Burn with Me" most. It's the most fun. It's a bit faster.
Yeah.
But the videos, I'm not really sure. I like them all.
Yeah. The video I like Fading Out of Line. I think it's pretty fun to make a video with a story in it. I would say the songs. I would say "This Means War." It's for me. It's a party song. You just want to grab some friends and beers and have a good time.
Passion of Crime is my favorite one. I think it's a good mix of aggressive stuff and melodic stuff.
Okay.
So-
Very cool. Now, speaking of having a good time and partying, Fading Out of Line looks like a very dark party between two people at the beginning anyway. Got a few things going on here. You mentioned there's a story. Does the story in the music video follow the lyrics of the song?
Yeah, sort of. You can say so. It's all about fighting your own demons
Okay.
in a way.
Which is evidently why there are some demons sitting at the table with you guys, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Or
that's
maybe
right.
some more serious demons. Just pause on a beautiful looking Solar guitar. Did Ola hand that to you personally? Was Ola like, here, take this, be in a music video with it?
No, sadly not.
That's unfortunate. So you had to actually buy it? Both of them.
Yeah,
Jeez
both of
Louise.
them.
Cool. What is it about the Solar guitar that inspired you to buy one? Is it because of Ola?
Yeah, for sure. At least for me. I think Emil bought his one because he tried mine.
Okay. Take me through it. I can't see in the picture who's playing here, but it's a white one, and that's all I got for you. It's a white one with a maple fretboard.
Yeah, that's Emil's one. I got the gray one. It's actually a Washburn. It's the prototype for the Solar
So
guitars.
that's going
I
back
got.
in time.
Yeah, it's nice. It got some different pickups as well. I
That
don't
was gonna be
remember the
my
name
next
of them though.
question. Is because in the new ones it's Solar, just Solar pickups. He won't say what they are. There's some rumors on the internet as to what kind of Seymour Duncan pickups they are, though. No.
No idea.
Well,
They
that's
sound-
good. Is that what we're hearing on the record? Is those guitars? Okay. What are you
Yes.
guys plugging into on the record?
We use Logic and different kind of plugins. I think there is a bunch of different on the record actually.
Okay, so and that's totally cool. That's happening more and more these days, especially as technology is getting significantly better and the budgets are getting significantly tighter. Like Neural DSP, STL tones, that kind of thing.
You should. We are the wrong people to ask. Emil is the guy doing all the editing.
Then I guess my next question is, in the rehearsal room live, what do you guys plug it into?
I use an old Line 6 HD Pro. And you're using
Warwick. An old Warwick.
Cool. You play Warwick basses as well?
No, mostly ESP.
All right. I guess my question is, why ESP? That one also seems to be pretty common with in Sweden. Is there just like a plethora of ESPs available? Like you go to the guitar store and it's like Solar and ESP?
No actual reason. I was in the store to buy some picks, and I saw the bass and just fell in love with it. So I've had it for about 15 years now, and it's my favorite.
Isn't that how the story always goes? You go into the guitar store for something minuscule that's going to cost you significantly less than €5, and yet somehow you end up walking out with a new rig?
Yeah,
Usually.
pretty much.
I'm always joking with my wife when I go down to get some guitar strings. She's always nervous because I send her pictures and I'm like, I'm coming home with it, and she's legit nervous when I walk in the door. She's like, did you actually buy it? I'm like, no, I didn't. I should have, though. It's the sound I'm looking for.
Yeah, and then you hide it in the basement.
You've done this before.
Yeah, for sure.
Many times.
Beautiful. Okay, This Means War. And I think that closes out the album, doesn't it? Yeah, that closes out the album. So,
Yeah.
I guess the question is there like a story to the record, like a timeline or anything by the time we get to this track at the end, This Means War?
No,
not really.
No concept at all.
No.
So, no.
We just tried to find a good list how to place the songs according to each other, so you can get the good feeling when you're here.
Okay, so that's another good question. It was intended to be an album, which is kind of a funny question to ask, but in today's day and age, where it's a very single-driven culture, how often is an artist actually crafting an album these days?
Not too often. Myself, I think it's kind of boring when some artists just release like 5 or 6 songs. I always get disappointed, so I don't want to do that.
I can just see you sitting at your computer, sipping your morning coffee, and you're like, "Oh, this is my favorite artist just came out with a new something." They get a notice on Spotify or whatever, and then you're just like, "Oh, it's only 3 songs." Yeah.
3 songs.
Yeah.
That's boring.
Okay. So how did you guys craft the album then? What goes into crafting a listening experience for 13 songs? That's a lot of songs.
Yeah, we started with setting up a number of trying to write like 15 songs.
Yeah. I think we had 15 songs.
Yeah, we did.
15 or 14.
Yeah.
And
we tried to pick out the 13 best ones. We are all quite creative, so the ideas came pretty fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, how did Wormhole Death get involved? Did you guys shop the album around, and then they said that they liked you?
We contacted a few labels. We didn't really get any. We did get some feedback, but we didn't really got any deals that we were interested in. So we just thought maybe we should do this on our own.
Yeah.
So we released a few songs and got really good feedback from listeners. Then one day they contacted us. Actually.
The dream.
Yeah.
That brings up a really interesting point. So you shopped out to some labels, and they told you that you sucked, and you thought, no, we don't, and released some songs, and you had people go, you guys are awesome, and you're like, right? We are awesome. And so,
exactly.
What do you do in a situation like that? Did you guys consider just continuing to do it on your own without a label and thinking, the labels obviously suck because they don't know your talent, and then all of a sudden Carlo comes along and says, you guys are awesome, and you're like, we know.
It was a hard time, though. The record was done when Corona hit us. So we couldn't play any shows, or no labels were interested in putting money in anything. So we thought maybe we give them out ourselves and see what happens.
And the most important part for us is it's not really about like trying to become famous in some kind of way. It's more like
having fun.
We're a group of friends having fun.
Yeah.
I had a question. I'll catch it again. There's another train coming, and it's got that question that I had on it, I'm sure. Train of thought, another train coming. You guys have an abundance of plants inside your office there. I was just counting the number of plants that you guys have. That is the air must be fresh.
Yeah, it is.
Is that a common thing in Sweden to have lots of plants inside the house?
Yeah,
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Yeah.
IKEA. They have lots of plants in IKEA. And I know IKEA probably is not the ambassador of Sweden, but although I've heard that it is. So, some kind of way.
Some kind
I've
of
heard
way.
it referred to
Probably.
as the Swedish embassy. Very cool.
Almost get Swedish.
Now, I remembered my question now because the next train came. Shows. How is that looking now in Sweden?
I think it's starting to open up.
Yeah.
More and more. We haven't really tried to get any shows yet.
Yeah, we're still really careful, seating audience and stuff. So I think maybe not so much this summer, but perhaps this fall or winter could be something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we hope so.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Not our Canadian government, but our local provincial government decided on July 1st that the pandemic was over and they just opened up everything. So I'm expecting all hell to break loose within about 3 weeks. That's kind of. I was watching some people because where I work is a very party heavy district, you could say. And yeah, I mean, no restrictions, baby. So I can only hope that the people who are out partying like crazy have been vaccinated. I know they're not, but you boys are vaccinated?
Not yet.
Yeah,
No, not
I got
yet.
one shot.
You got one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think we all could get vaccinated if we only book a time for it right now. It opened up for everybody in Sweden above 18 years old.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
What about kids 12 and up, 12 to 18? Oh, okay.
No,
nothing yet.
nothing
Not
yet.
yet.
Interesting. Cool. All right. Is there anything about the record that I didn't ask about that you guys wanted to chat about?
It's gonna be released physical CD next Friday.
Yeah,
Next 16.
Okay. You guys going to do vinyl as well or just CD?
No.
Well, not yet, but maybe
Sadly
in
not.
the future. Hopefully in the future, but
Yeah,
not yet.
I really want to do that, but I haven't been able to do it
expensive.
yet.
Very, very, very.
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah. There's also going to be a lyric video next
Ooh,
Friday.
lyric
Yeah,
video
yeah.
for which song? Which song?
Can we say
By the time this
Yeah.
episode will air in August,
Yeah, of
just
course.
so you know.
Okay,
yeah.
it's a lyric video for the song towards the end.
Okay. Yeah, so if anybody's listening in, or what? If anybody's listening in, we know people are listening in. Sorry.
Yeah.
People who are listening in, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, in the show notes, YouTube, you're watching, you can see how handsome these guys are, how many beautiful plants they have in their office space. I paused the video on This Means War, and once again it was on the white guitar, but I did see the gray guitar. It actually looks black in this video, but I believe you that it's gray. Very dark gray. It's a
Very
sexy
dark
gray.
gray.
Does it have an Evertune bridge on it, or? Oh, you love
Yes.
it. Okay.
And I
'Cause I'm
love it.
hemming and hawing right now. I have a guitar that I could experiment with putting an Evertune bridge on it, but it seems like mystical voodoo to me. Sell me on it.
You got to try it. I almost never have to tune it anymore.
Okay.
It's very when you play live, it's really lovely. If you get, you don't really have to be that careful if you're bending the strings a little bit.
Okay. I
It's
have
perfect.
heard that you can set it up so that you could bend a note and it doesn't even change. How do you have yours set up?
I change it a little bit. It depends on if I'm recording or if we are rehearsing or if it's live. Or when I'm recording, I want to be able to do all the small kind of bends. When we are rehearsing, not that much, but still a little bit possibility to bend the notes. And live, I usually leave the three heaviest strings so I can bend them almost how much I want.
So it's
without
pretty easy to
changing.
change then.
Yeah. You use the
Oh.
tuners.
Okay. Cool.
And you tune it down by the bridge.
Okay. Well, that sounds interesting. I might just do it then. I might go for it. Okay.
I think you should do it.
Now, those music videos and lyric videos will be available in today's show notes. So if you are watching on YouTube, it'll be down below. You can click the link. It'll open it up. If you're on rockmetalpodcast.ca, same thing. If you're listening in on Spotify, you should be able to click the link or whatever, or copy and paste it. Just do that. Just copy and paste it. It's going to be okay. We chatted about Solar, Washburn, ESP guitars. We chatted about buying guitars when your sole intention was to just buy some guitar picks. Crafting an entire album, which became Burn With Me, which started out as a few breadcrumbs from a previous endeavor that has blossomed into being on this very show. It is
cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, boys, is there anything I missed?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.